Hey guys, this is Steph with Dotting with Dragons. Welcome in if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. I'm just glad to have you guys here with me today. So I'm going to show you two kits from Jaded Gem Shop, one of my favorite small companies, small shops in the diamond painting community. And if you are a fan of classic anime and especially Sailor Moon, stay tuned because these two kits are Sailor Moon inspired. So one of them is from Cherriuki. As you can see, it's just called Moon. And the other one is a pixel charted kit. Oops. A pixel charted kit called Usagi City. So these two, not by Cherriuki. I can't remember the artist on this one, but it should be in the box. So this is how they both came. This one came like this, which isn't typical of Jaded Gem Shop's kits. So I'm going to get into the bigger one first, and we'll save Usagi City for afterwards. So this is one of Jade's classic kits, meaning hybrid rendered. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that it is primarily computer charted, and then a human goes in and sort of like cleans it up a little bit, but there tends to be a lot more confetti. So I'll show you the difference in a minute. So with Jade's kits, let's see, what size did I get here again? I think I got the, let's see, if you look here, so G means glimmer, so that's a special, I think it does, or no, there's 2G at the end, so that's 2 glimmer. So I did request to add glimmer drills, and I think a couple more specials on this one, so we'll find out. So JGS, Jaded Gem Shop 56-4-A 6090, so I got a 60 by 90 here, and this is like a whole series of the different sailors. So this is my first. Let's see, sorry about that, I'm in a little bit of trouble with that. So out fell a patterned washi tape. Now I'm not used to this with them. That's pretty cool. Usually it's just like a lighter green or pink, but this is cool to have some colored. I really like Jade's washi tape. And then here on the side of the canvas, you can already see we have the schematic, the image, the colors. So there's 49 colors in this kit. And let's see, we have a Y 5200. I think that's a glow. And the G's, the 2 G's are glimmers. So I think we just have one glow color and those are glimmers. So let's get this canvas. So the back of them are very soft, kind of like a blanket. And inside we've got, oh boy, this is a big one. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, okay, so out came a cover minder. It's a kiwi. If you're not sure what a cover minder is, when you pull back the plastic to work on the kit, it helps keep that from falling back. Also, the plastic on her kits are really thick and nice. She's got a poured glue canvas, scalloped edges so it won't fray. I have trimmed these this edge off myself before, and it doesn't fray anyway. So we've got the drills. This is how her hybrid kits drill packs come. They come in these individual situations. Here's our color palette. Very pretty. Okay, so we'll set that aside for now. Inside we have 4 double-sided release papers. I use these. These are really nice. You can cut them to size. And then we have our schematic, our sticker sheet. So here you're going to see the quantity of drills that she gives, as well as the DMC number and the symbol to look for on the canvas. So these are a really nice size to put on containers. They're really thin, they're nice, they stick, excuse me, they stick really well. I tend to just cut this out and put it in my logbook. Same thing with the original art here. This is the full image, and then a little Jaded Gem Shop sticker. So yeah, so it looks like we've got 3 special drills in here. The 5200 is white, 3865, and 437. So it'll be interesting to see what she charted for that. As for the image, it is quite large, and I won't be able to get it all in canvas, but holy cow, This is so cool. So this is Usagi. She is the main character in Sailor Moon. And, oh my God. Okay, so confetti. There's a lot of it. See how there's all these color changes? Pretty much, this is gonna be single placing heaven. So that'll take you longer to do versus something like here, like in her skin, you can start to see some patterns of, well, even there's some confetti. Not really sure. Oops, sorry for bumping you there. But the drill field is really clear, but yes, that is a lot. Oops, sorry, I bumped you again. But yeah, that's a lot of confetti. That's the bottom of her hair. Okay, so here's some color blocking. So in that middle symbol there, that's color blocking. So we've got a ton of the same color in the same area. And if I look at the schematic on the side of the canvas, wait. Okay, it's only at the bottom. That is one of our special drills. So that's going to be the glow drill. Oh, that's cool. So that little face looking thing is going to be the glow drill. Cool. And then there's her face. So Cherriuki is an artist that does a lot of these sort of anime inspired images of different things. Some are fandom art, some are just original pieces of art, and her style in particular is rendered really nicely with Jade's hybrid version of charting, because her artwork is very soft anyway, so the fact that it gets hybrid rendered is actually ends up making it absolutely gorgeous. And I am sorry about the glare here. Kind of new lighting situation. So this is Moon, a 60 by 90 centimeter. It is quite large as far as where the specials are, because on Jade's kits, unless it's pixel charted, you don't get a you don't really get a notice kind of ahead of time, like where those are. So I'm always interested to see where the specials are going to be. So that 5200, that's a glow. It's the human symbol, so it is all in the moon here. Let me take you down a little bit closer. Okay, so it's pretty much this whole entire moon. Let's see. It is her outfit here, and let's see, a little bit in her hand, and then there's some of it down here in this like cloud poof area, and that's pretty much where I'm seeing that. As far as the glimmers, glimmers are going to be like this peachy symbol right there, and then that like half smiley face situation. So let's see. So I'm seeing the glimmers definitely in the moon. You can see like here, like there's some glimmer, a little bit sprouted here, just a little bit. And then I can see it here outlining one of her buns. See that? Again right here, and kind of highlighting her hair. And then it's going to be, this is part of her outfit here, so you can see it's actually quite a bit here. And it kind of like outlines the this part of her outfit. So let me see if I can, there we go. Sorry about the zoom being a little funny. See if I can zoom you out a little bit more. Okay, so it's in her outfit here. It's really kind of highlighting. It's a good, I mean, glimmers are a great highlighting color here, in her glove, again here. So that's where I'm seeing, and then of course in this like magical, whatever this is. And then I see it. This is a huge color blocked glimmer drill, and it's like all throughout this area in the confetti. As far as the other glimmer drill, which is glimmer 437, so that looks kind of like a, like maybe like a beigey color. I have no idea what you would call that symbol. I've never seen that symbol before. It's like circle with the line through it. Okay, so I think I think that would be like this symbol here, and I'm mostly seeing it, I'm seeing it here, and I'm seeing it in a little bit, these little poofs, and then I see it here, and okay, cool, I see it in her hair. Oops, I bumped you again. This is like a swirl of her hair that's coming off from the side, so I see it there, I see it a little bit here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so pretty much it's outlining all of her hair, which is really cool because it's a really pretty highlighting color. It's in her head here, let's see, like this little symbol right here. So it's here, there, which is nice because I was kind of worried it would be in her face. And I feel like glimmers in skin tones don't really, unless it's like a water shimmer kind of thing on the skin, I don't really feel like it's as appropriate to put it there. So yeah, so that is Moon. That's where primarily the specials for that are. And I will take you to Usagi City next, and I'll be able to show you the differences there between the pixel charted and the hybrid. Okay, this is editing stuff here. I just wanted to come back and go through some of the drills for the Moon canvas. So as you can see, these drills come differently packed than maybe what a lot of us are used to. Sometimes you will get bags with a small amount of drills, and you'll just get multiple bags of them, like this one right here. Okay, so I'm not really sure how this works and why this would be this way, but that's just how it is. So our first special is this one. So it's G437, and let me see if I can show you. You can see it's sort of like this beigey color, but it's got a really pretty glimmer on it. So that's one of them. And then as I look through here, so kitting up a hybrid kit from Jade, see, these are all the same color, and there's just a little bit. Kitting up one of these is a little bit more of an endeavor. It's also a lot more like plastic waste, which is frustrating. Oh, 823. Oh, that's not one of my favorite colors. Oh wow, so a lot of these are just sort of falling out because they're in single packs. But as we look, there's a lot of beautiful color spread here. And 939, which is a very dark blue. 939 and 823, not my favorites. Okay, so why 5200? So this is probably, yeah, there's probably going to be more of this because there was a lot of it, if I remember correctly. Let's see, this one. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Oh no. So this was the glow. This was a glimmer. Look at all these bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of this 3865. It's really pretty. It's one of my favorite glimmers that she does. It does come off a lot more subtle because it's a lighter color. So that is bag 1 out of 3, but what I do appreciate is I love these bags because they're so much easier to put the bags back in. And also, as I'm working on the kit, I only take like a couple bags and put them in a tray because I kit up into trays. And they're really easy to store the rest of the drills before I need to put them back in. So as you can see, I'm not even trying to put them in very nicely, and it's just a lot easier to get them back in the bags. So I'll do the rest of that later, but I'm gonna look through bag number 2. Okay, we got lots of pinks. Oops. So we got these little individual packs that are kind of I mean, I don't know how they do this. It'd be interesting to take a walk through like a diamond painting factory. How do they decide to do this? I don't know. 318. We're just looking for specials here. And they are nicely packed. You know, like they sit nicely together. So I'm just kind of looking. 160, looking for See, 818, for some reason, this one bag is like not together. And I think these are done by weight. That's this one, 818. Okay, so that was bag number 2. So there weren't any specials in there. So let's see about bag number 3. Ooh, okay. So bag number 3 has already got these little individually baggies of colors kind of throwing up on me. Oh, okay, so here's more of that Y5200. So this is going to be a glow drill. So I suggest using a UV flashlight for these, which a lot of times are just regular flashlights. We're sitting out in the sun, and they tend to work really well. So as you can see, there's like this little pack of these, and then I don't know what causes that or how they work that out, but it is how they do it. Okay, so then there's these. I've got these guys. So what determines this? Because you get to choose, on a hybrid kit, you get to choose, do you want ABs? Do you want glow drills? Do you want glimmer drills? Do you want metallics? Do you want crystals? You get to choose, but you do not get to choose where they are charted, what colors are going to be used for that, or even how many. So typically, I don't ever do ABs because ABs have their place in the diamond painting world, okay? But they drive me crazy. So I usually choose glimmer. I've never picked a glow in the dark drill before, so this is my first time doing that. My understanding was always like you will get like 2 to 3 colors of each one because it is an additional. So here's another glimmer 437, which we looked at here, so you can see a little bit better. So my understanding is like typically you get like 2 to 3 charted. It does depend on the image, of course. It depends on what glimmer drills are even available to purchase to add to a kit, and where Jade and her team thinks they would be best placed. Oh, I love this pink. It's like the perfect pink. And there's so much of it. I love that. So color me a little surprised that in this kit, let's see, what was it? We only had 1 glow drill and 2 glimmers. So the 2 glimmers, I'm not like, yeah, that's cool. Like there's 2. But the 1 glow drill, I'm kind of surprised about that. But then again, 310 is a huge glow drill, and I don't see 310 isn't even in this kit. So, yeah, so it just kind of depends on glow drills, where they would be most appropriately placed. So I think where she's got them on this character is going to be really cool to see. But sometimes you only get 1 special drill because the kit itself doesn't lend itself to having those options for, you know, like all these different colors are glow drills, because you have to go based off of what, you know, the manufacturer is actually able to make, because not every DMC color, and this is something I didn't know when I first started out, not every DMC is going to have an equivalent of AB, metallic, obviously not metallic because it's almost a different color, glow drills, excuse me, glimmers, you know, glimmers are something new. In the last couple of years. So it just kind of depends on the image. I'm really happy with this though. There are canvases out there that have like all special drills on them, and it's a little much for me. I know some people really like that, but I find Jade's placement and what she does with it is really tastefully done, very artistically thought about, in terms of it's not just some random color somewhere, you know, that's just like popping out that wouldn't make sense to highlight that area. So I'm really, really happy with the placement of where the specials are on Moon. I haven't seen anybody else unbox this one and talk about the specials because this one is a hybrid chart, and every hybrid chart is done differently. Unlike the pixel charted kits, like this one, which we'll talk about next, which the pixel charteds are a different, it's a different kind of beast. So I'm really happy with this one. There was an event, for those of you that are interested, there was an event called Sailor Summer. I haven't seen anything about it this season. This is summer 2025 when I am filming this, so I haven't seen anything about that event taking place, but I know it has in the past. So kind of a good idea to sort of keep your ear out in the community for events that this might fit under. And like I said before, this artist in particular has a lot of these sailors. I think she has pretty much all of them. So it's kind of cool to see them all done in a series, and I know there's a lot of people out there collecting them. So maybe doing an event on this would be, if they're not doing it anymore, maybe starting one would be a lot of fun. So yeah, so next I'm going to take you to the pixel charted canvas, and we can talk about the differences between this kit, the hybrid, and the pixel. See this guy? Yup, this guy right here. Does he look guilty? Does he look guilty? Yes. I wonder why he's in a towel. Maybe it's because when I went to go grab the next canvas, somebody had an explosive poo and made a huge mess. This is the channel's mascot. He is the dragon we speak of. His name is Pancake, aka Poons, Princess Pancake, Poons Kachoons, all that above. He's very cute, but he is guilty. So, just thought I would share that little bit. That's life though. That's how it goes, right? Anyways, here is Usagi. Usagi City. Okay, back to the topic at hand. So this is how they mostly come normally. They are all sealed like this. Occasionally, they have come unsealed because something like an extra pad of putty or something comes in the box, and they tuck it in there, and it just helps with it not getting lost in the bigger bag. So I spoke before about pixel charting, and what does that mean? Pixel charting means hand rendered. Okay, so the image is going to look different from what we just saw. So inside, pull out our canvas, and I have done both pixel charted and hybrid rendered versions. I've worked on both. I enjoy both for different reasons. They're definitely worth looking into, and depending on the image that you enjoy and what kind of project you enjoy working on. So, oops, I think I just lost a roll of I just lost the roll of washi. It looked the same as the old one, or not old, but the other one. Here is the bottom of our kit. We have our color list. So there's only 25 colors in this one. And sorry, we're kind of upside down right now. And we've got 1, 2, 3 L drills, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glimmer drills. So I'm not sure what the L drills are, but we'll get to that in a minute. And I know that we didn't look at the drills for the other canvas, so I'll try to pull those out. So here is the more cover sheets, and this time our drills come packaged a little bit differently. So this is maybe what a lot of us are used to, and then on the title here it doesn't really have what it is, you know, like the name of the piece, the artist. I'll have to put the artist in the comments or in the description box. So this is maybe what a lot of us are more used to seeing. And you can see here we have you know, some of the drills. This is a square canvas. I always opt for squares. And the drill quality from Jade is incredible. So we will take a look at this one because it's got a lot of specials in a moment. Here is our sticker sheet, so you can see the original image here. There is a version of this that is the hybrid rendered. This was in the ready to ship section from Jade, so it did come a lot sooner than the rendered, the hybrid rendered kit comes because the ready to ship section are often kits that she has that are pixel charted, hand charted, that are sitting in her office. She lives in California, so they're already there and she just has to pack them up and ship them out. So those will take like a couple weeks versus maybe even a couple of months like that moon canvas I just showed you. So it's got a really nice clear image here. So I'll put that in my logbook. And the image is quite a bit larger. And then Jaded Gem Shop. And then the drill colors down here. So that's the schematic. Now as far as the canvas, you can already see very different. So first of all, this is a much smaller canvas. Oh, it says the name right here of the artist. Trsgatos, maybe it's Trsgatos, I don't know. So anyway, you can see it's already much different. You can see a lot of color blocking. So this one's going to be a lot of fun in that way. It'll work up really quickly. Color blocking meaning look at all the same color that we have, okay? And it's a lot easier to keep going with that one color, which is why it's, you know, how we determine this. This has been heavily hand charted versus the computer render of the other image you can see. So getting into this, looking at where are the specialists. So the other thing about Jade's shop that I really like is for her pixel charteds. She has several images on the website. She'll show you the image like this, and then she will show you the image like this, and then she will show you the image where it actually points out where all the special drills are, so you can get an idea of how special drill heavy is that canvas. So looking at our color chart here, we've got 3 L's and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 glimmers. So the numbers 1 through 5 on the sticker sheet, 1 through 5 are actually the glimmers, and 6, 7, 8 are the others. So that actually should make it really easy to find them. So in terms of glimmers, let me bring you down a little bit closer here to the canvas. This right here is all the number 5, and then 5 is all the white. Throughout here, it's all the white in here, it's the white in her collar, it's also the white over here. It is her entire skirt. That is all 5, so that's all glimmers. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's in her socks. And then it's in these stars, and it's in Luna's eyes. That's the name of the cat. So that's pretty cool. Also in the eyes of the cat is number 6, which is one of the L drills. I can't remember what the L is, so we'll have to look at those drills. Number 4, that's a glimmer, so that's the yellow. So this is all glimmer here. And we've got 6, which is another one of those L drills. And we've got 7, which is another L drill right here. We've got number 2, which is this pink. So this is all glimmer here. 7, that's the L. 4, that's the yellow glimmer. 7, that's an L drill. Let's see, did I say in this moon over here? Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, this moon is all number 4. Oh yeah, it's just, they're everywhere, guys. The 8, there's 8 in here, that pink color, along with glimmer, glimmer. Where is number 1? Is like an orangey. That one I haven't seen. Oh! That's fun. It's this right here. So it's all in her hair, in her buns, in her hair. They did put some of this 7, which is on her face. It's one of the L drills. Oh, and then 1 just kind of keeps going down through her hair. That's cool. So that's where I'm seeing most of those. So really these, these are everywhere. So this one's going to work up really quick, and it's going to be really cute. So I'm going to set this here. Actually, I'm going to flip this over. So we can look at what is the L drill. Now I'm not going to go through the whole chain of these. Maybe I will, because there's so many glimmers. Ooh, okay, so I see the first, that sort of crystal-y color. You know what? We will go through all of these. Okay, because there's so many specials. So, there's a lot of 552, a lot of purples, a lot of blues. These are in smaller chains, so I appreciate that. Oops. So Jade's drills are resin. which means you get a couple of things. You can expect sometimes, depending on where you live, some static, but her drills overall are very high quality. The sparkle to them is insane. The facets are amazing. They stick really well to the canvas. And also, oh, here's one of our first glimmers. So there's that like peachy glimmer. You can sort of see the mica on there. Now that's going to be the one in her hair, I believe. And it's sitting right next to another glimmer. And it's sitting next to another glimmer, which is also sitting next to our last glimmer. So that's pretty cool. The only thing I'm concerned about, what I see here, is in this blue glimmer. You can kind of see how some of those drills look like they're a little, concave be the right word, where the edges stick out and it looks like it's kind of like sucked in the middle. And that might make it a little bit difficult to place. But if you have trouble with any of Jade's drills, you just contact her. And I've had to do that very rarely, but this must be the background color. She always responds, and it's always really, really nice to talk to her. She's pretty cool. So this is really cool. This is one of the L colors. It almost looks frosted. Interesting. Lumos. No, not Lumos. That's like glow in the dark, isn't it? That's for somebody else. Let's see. So there's that sort of like a metallic-y crystal looking color. So there's this one. Oops. They're upside down. So these are pinks. Very pretty. And then a lot of that white glimmer, or the off-white glimmer. And then some more of the yellow glimmer. So that's what we've got for here. I will put this away and come back. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed looking at these two canvases of one of the most beloved classic anime figures, Usagi, from Sailor Moon series. And also taking a look at the differences between what is a pixel or mostly hand-rendered chart from Jade and the hybrid version. Now these are, again, two different artists. So you'll have to, look for that. We've got Cherriuki and then I think Trsgatos. So I'll put a link to these canvases below. There is two different versions of this one. You can get this one done like I have here in a hand-rendered version style. You can also get this piece in particular done in this way. So you can choose. So make sure that you're choosing the one that you want. Now the version of the pixel charted, you have a little bit less options. It's basically just a ready-to-go kit. She's already got all the specials. You don't choose anything additional for that. You don't choose the size. The size is already chosen for you. Versus the hybrid kits, again, you can choose the size. There's multiple ranges. You can even sometimes choose like a cropped image, which I chose to get the full image on her. And you can choose, of course, what specials you want and that sort of a thing. So it's kind of a more interesting option in terms of like, if you wanted to go a little bit more budget friendly or just kind of go all out and get all the detail by getting a larger image. It's up to you. And I love the freedom that we get to do that with that. So anyways, if you like this kind of content, let me know. Is anybody else a huge Sailor fan? Do you guys have any of these other like Cherriuki series? I know a lot of people have been collecting all of them and I'm really late to the Sailor Moon game. So I'm just really curious like what you guys have and what your experiences are working on them and how you feel about them. So, if you want to hear more from me, I mostly do diamond painting related videos on this channel. Feel free to give a like and a subscribe. I'm just starting out here, so any kind of, advice about what things you guys like to see, I'd be happy to work on a video for or talk with you about. I love hearing what you guys have to say in the comments, so let me know. And you guys take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!